Is it visible, sir? Screen is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. Myself, Alpesh Mahyavansi, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department, Government Polytechnic, Dahod. Today we discuss about power electronic converter, its introduction and applications. So today's outline. So basics of converter, classification of converter, brief introduction about different types of converter like AC-DC converter, DC-DC converter, DC to AC converter, AC to AC converter, and then we will discuss the application of this converter. So basics of converter. Power electronic converters are used everywhere in normal daily routines at home, commercial workshops, or in industrial environments. Okay. Due to the high power handling with higher efficiencies, these converters become an integral part of industrial electric drives, high electrical power supplies, electric traction systems, and automobile control equipments. Power electronic technology deals with processing and controlling the flow of electrical energy in order to supply voltages and currents in a form that optimally suited for the end user requirements. Okay, so power electronic converters also uses the power electronic components such as SCRs, triacs, IGBTs, etc. to convert electrical power. The main aim of the converter is to produce conditioning power with respect to a certain applications. So if we talk about the power electronic converter, so it may convert one form of power to the another form of power with the power semiconducting devices. Okay, it consists of an electrical energy source, power electronic circuit, a control circuit, and an electric load. This converter changes one form of electrical energy to another form of electrical energy. So if we see the basic block diagram of this power electronic converter, then we can say that electrical energy source is required. Then we need the power electronic circuit in which we have a power semiconducting devices. We can also need a control circuit to control the power semiconducting devices, and finally this converted power is given to the load. So this is the block diagram of the simple power electronic converters, in which the electrical energy source is given to the power electronic converter. This power electronic converter is controlled by the control circuit, and the converted power is given to the electrical load. So this is the basic block diagram of power electronic converter. So simply, a power converter or the converter is an electronic device which converts one form of power into another form of power, or it converts one form of source into the another form of source, as we discussed later on. Okay, now the classification, basic classification of converter. So this converter, power electronic converter, basically classified into the main four categories. Okay, so first of all, it is the AC to DC converter, DC to AC converter, DC to DC converter, and AC to AC converter. These are the main four type of classification based on the power conversion. Okay, so power electronic converter is classified mainly into these four category basis on the power conversion. Okay, so if we first talk about the AC to DC converter, so an AC to DC converter is also called a rectifier, which converts AC source from main line to the DC supply for the loads. Okay, so the AC to DC converter is a converter which converts AC source into the DC source by using the suitable devices, power electronic devices. Okay, so if we see the block diagram, basic block diagram of this AC to DC converter, then we need a AC source. Okay, then we need a transformer. So the component of this AC to DC converter are the AC source, transformer, then rectifier, then filter is also required, then electrical loads. Okay, so the AC source and electrical load, in between these two we need a transformer, rectifier and filter circuit, and also we need a control circuit to control the power electronic devices. Okay, so these are the main component of the AC to DC converter. Okay, when in which AC source is given to the transformer, and as per the requirement the transformer steps down the voltage, then it is given to the rectifier, whether this rectifier is a controlled rectifier or uncontrolled rectifier. If it is uncontrolled rectifier, then the control circuit is not required. If the rectifier is the controlled rectifier, then the control circuit is required to control the rectifier. Okay, then the rectified voltage is given to the filter circuit, so this filter circuit smoothing out this voltage, and then it is given to the electrical load. So this is the basic block diagram of the AC to DC converter. These AC to DC converters are used in computers, television, cell phone chargers, the basic application, that is the mobile charging. Okay, so this is the one type of AC to DC converter. So we all are using the mobile chargers, mobiles, televisions, computers and other electronic consumer devices, so in which we need the AC to DC converter. So this is the basic example. They are also used in medical, military and the telecommunication equipments, kitchen equipments also. If we want to talk about the mixture, so it is in a mixture or grinder, the AC to DC converter is required, industrial machinery and commercial products like DC motor. Okay, so these are the basic applications of AC to DC converter, and these are the basic blocks which required in the AC to DC converter. So now the basic classification of AC to DC converter. So as we discussed that AC to DC converter, so it has mainly two types, whether it is the control rectifier is used in this AC to DC converter or the uncontrolled rectifier is used. Okay, in control rectifier we need a control circuit to control the rectifier, whereas in uncontrolled rectifier there is no requirement of the control circuit. Okay, so in uncontrolled rectifier we cannot control the output voltage as per our requirement, whereas in control rectifier we can control the output voltage as per our requirement. Okay, so these are the two control rectifier, control rectifier and uncontrolled rectifier, in which we have a single phase, three phase and six phase, as well as half wave and full wave rectifier, as also we have a center tapped full wave type rectifier. So this is the classification of AC to DC converter. Mainly it classified into control rectifier and uncontrolled rectifier, and then it is classified into single phase rectifier, three phase rectifier, six phase rectifier, half wave or full wave rectifier, as well as we have a center tapped full wave rectifier. So this is the classification of AC to DC converter. Now next we discuss the DC to DC converter. Okay, so the DC to DC converter is the converter which converts one form of DC power into another form of DC power. Okay, input is also DC, output is also DC. Okay, but what the input we are giving, that is converted by this DC to DC converter. Okay, okay, so the input is given to the DC to DC converter, and it will convert this DC output power. Okay, so DC to DC converter is a converter which converts one form of DC into the another form of DC. Okay, so whether it is a fixed DC input or variable DC output, or we can say that it is a fixed DC output. Okay, so whatever input given to the DC to DC converter is a fixed input, and we are getting from this DC to DC converter is of variable type DC or the fixed type DC. Okay, some of this application includes are the subway cars, DC traction system, control of DC motors, battery operated vehicles, trolley buses. They require variable DC to produce variable speed, so a power conversion device is used. These are the basic applications of DC to DC converter, and the one example of DC to DC converter is a chopper. Okay, we knew it by a chopper, so DC to DC converter is also known as the chopper. Okay, so the function is we are giving fixed DC voltage to the chopper or DC to DC converter, and we are getting the variable DC output voltage. So we can further define as a static power electronic devices which converts fixed voltage power to the variable DC voltage power. Another information regarding it, that it is nothing but a high speed switch which connects and disconnects the load from the source at a high rate to get a variable or chopped voltage at the output. Okay, it works as a high speed switch also. Okay, then chopper can increase or decrease the DC voltage level at the opposite side. So chopper serves the same purpose. So the chopper serves the same purpose in DC circuit transfer in the case of AC circuit. So it is also known as the DC transformer. Okay, so transformer, the function of the transformer is to stepping up or stepping down the voltage. Like here the chopper is also we are using for stepping up and stepping down the voltage. Okay, so the function of the chopper and the function of the transformer is same. So this chopper is also known as the DC transformer, as the function is the same of chopper and transformer. So the classification of DC to DC converter. Okay, so mainly it is classified into two categories, that is the step up chopper and step down chopper. Okay, step up chopper, that means the chopper in which output voltage is greater than the input voltage. Okay, so whatever input voltage we are giving to this chopper, the output voltage we are getting from this chopper is higher than the input voltage. That's why it is known as the step up chopper. While the step down chopper, the step down chopper means the chopper in which the output voltage is lesser than the input voltage. So we are giving the input voltage to this chopper, and whatever output voltage we are getting, this output voltage is lesser than the input voltage. That's why it is known as the step down chopper. Likewise transformer, so we have a step up transformer in which secondary voltage is greater than the primary voltage. In step down transformer, the secondary voltage is lesser than the primary voltage. So same here, step up chopper means output voltage is higher than input voltage. Step down chopper means output voltage is lesser than the input voltage. So, and further classification of this chopper is according to the output voltage and output current. Polarity of the output voltage and output current, it is configured as a class A chopper, class B chopper, class C chopper, class D chopper, and class E chopper. Class E chopper is also known as the 4-quadrant chopper. Okay, so if we want to control the speed of motor using 4-quadrant chopper, then we have to use this class E chopper. So using this class E chopper, we can control the speed of the motor. Okay, so on the basis of output voltage and output current, it is classified according to it class A, class B, class C, class D and class E chopper. Okay, this is the classification of DC to DC converter. Now next is DC to AC converter. Okay, so the device that converts DC power into AC power at desired output voltage and frequency is known as DC to AC converter. Okay, so whatever output voltage we are getting, that is requirement of us. Okay, whatever voltage and frequency we required, according to that we are getting the output voltage and frequency. Okay, so DC to AC converter is a converter which converts DC power into AC power at desired output voltage and frequency. It is also called as an inverter. So DC to AC converter is an inverter. Okay, so if look at this basic block, that we are giving the fixed DC voltage to the DC to AC converter or the inverter. Then from this DC to AC converter we are getting the variable output voltage with variable frequency as per our requirement. Okay, so fixed DC voltage is obtained, this fixed DC voltage we can obtain from the battery or from DC link. Okay, and the output voltage is the variable fixed AC voltage or the variable fixed frequency. So this is the DC to AC converter and it is also known as an inverter. Okay, so in the devices used in DC to AC converters are BJT, IGBT, MOSFET, MCT, SCR. These are the devices we can use in this inverter, but for higher power rating SCRs are used. Silicon controlled rectifiers are mostly used in the high power rating. For less and medium power, the square wave inverter is used, whereas for high power rating the sinusoidal inverter is used. Frequency of output voltage is adjusted by making active devices on and off. Okay, in previous circuit, okay, we are getting here the output voltage, that is the converted, that is AC voltage. Okay, and if we want to change the frequency of output voltage, so frequency of output voltage we can adjust by making the active devices on and off. Okay, so according to the requirement of the output voltage frequency, we can make the switching of these power electronic devices. The input source is the battery, whether it is of battery or solar cells. Okay, the single phase has a 220 volt 50 hertz or 120 volt 60 hertz specification. For three phase it is a 220 volt or 380 volt 50 hertz frequency. Okay, the basic classification of the DC to AC converter is, it is based on output. First classification is based on the output. So which type of output we are getting from this inverter, that is the whether it is of sine wave type or non-sinusoidal type. Okay, so the basis of the output classification is sine wave inverter and non-sinusoidal inverter. Based on commutation, it is classified into two categories, that is line commutation and force commutation. Based on connection, it is a series inverter, parallel inverter and a bridge inverter, and this bridge inverter is further classified into the half bridge inverter and full bridge inverter. Based on the output phases, so output phases, it is a single phase or three phase, and based on source, it is a voltage source inverter and a current source inverter. So on the basis of output, commutation, connection, phases and source, it is classified. Okay, so general application, that is the adjustable speed AC motor drives, that is the speed control of electric motor, we can use it. Uninterrupted power supply, that means the UPS, we all are using this UPS. Okay, so it is used in the UPS as well as the running appliances of AC used in automobile batteries, power transmission industries such as reactive power controllers and adaptive power filters, We are also use it in the HVDC transmission system, in compressor of refrigerator and air conditioner, where VFD is used to control the speed of compressor of motor, and according to this the control of cooling. Also output of solar PV panel is DC, so we have to convert in AC. For that inverters are used. So this is the basic applications of the inverters. So AC to AC converters. So AC to AC converters are converters in which the input source is AC and output source is also AC. The input source is AC and output source is also AC. Okay, so both sources are AC, but there is a difference of input and output, that we whatever output we are getting, it is of variable voltage type, and also we can get the variable frequency voltage. Okay, so whatever input voltage is here, so here input AC power is given to this AC to AC converter. Okay, and whatever output we are getting, that is the output AC power, that is of variable voltage type and variable frequency type. Okay, so AC to AC converter is a converter which converts the AC voltage into the fixed AC voltage into the variable AC voltage and variable frequency type source. Okay, so these are used in different type of applications, including the UPS as well as high power AC to AC transmission, adjustable speed drive, renewable energy conversion system, and aircraft converter. So AC to AC converter. So if we talk about the classification of AC to AC converter, so mainly it is classified into the cyclo converter, matrix converter, and AC voltage controller. Okay, so this cyclo converter is used for limited variable frequency. See, whereas this matrix converter is used for unlimited frequency, that means for higher frequencies, and this AC voltage controller is used for the variable voltage. So this cyclo converter is also classified into the step up cyclo converter and step down cyclo converters. Here is the same we discussed about in the chopper, that the step up chopper and step down chopper. Okay, so in step up chopper the output voltage is higher than the input voltage. So here the step up cyclo converter, that means the output frequency, whatever output we are getting from the cyclo converter, it has more frequency compared to the input frequency. So the in step down cyclo converter, step up cyclo converter, the output frequency is greater than the input frequency. F0 is greater than the Fi. So output frequency is greater than input frequency is known as the step up cyclo converter. Whereas in step down cyclo converter, the output frequency is lesser than the input frequency. Okay, so it is known as the step down cyclo converter. We have also a center tapped transformer type cyclo converter, in which one center tapped transformer is used. That's why the name is given, that is the center tapped type cyclo converter. So another classification is the bridge type cyclo converter. Also, it is classified into single phase to single phase cyclo converter. That means the input given to the cyclo converter is the single phase type, and output we are getting from the cyclo converter is also a single phase type. That's why it is known as the single phase to single phase type cyclo converter. Another is the single phase to three phase cyclo converter. That means the input we are giving to the cyclo converter is the single phase, and the output we are getting from the cyclo converter, that is the three phase type. Okay, And last one is the three phase to three phase. That means input is also three phase and output we are getting is also three phase. That's why it is known as the three phase to three phase cyclo converter. Now in this cyclo converter, one more thing we have to keep in mind, that the same circuit is used for step up cyclo converter as well as the step down cyclo converter. There is no modification or there is no change in the circuit. Okay, suppose we are using one circuit, cyclo converter circuit, in step down cyclo converter, then the same circuit we can use in the step up cyclo converter. Okay, and the device used in this cyclo converter, that is the power electronic device, so we can say that the thyristor SCR is used. Okay, but the major difference between these two, step up and step down cyclo converter, that is the switching of the triggering of the thyristor or the triggering of the SCRs. Okay, so same circuit we are using in step down as well as in the step up, but the triggering of the SCR is different in the step down cyclo converter and triggering is different in the step up cyclo converter. In step down cyclo converter, the natural commutation is used. That means when source becomes zero, at that time the SCR becomes off naturally. So in step down cyclo converter, we are not using the force commutation. Okay, we are not using the external force or external source to make the SCR off. Okay, so when the input cycle becomes zero, input waveform becomes zero, at that time the SCR becomes off naturally. So the natural commutation is used in the step down cyclo converter, whereas in step up cyclo converter we have to use the force commutation, because we have to make the SCR off by using the external source. Okay, so force commutation is used in the step up cyclo converter, whereas natural commutation is used in the step down cyclo converter. Okay, why we are using the force commutation in step up cyclo converter? Because in one positive half cycle we have to make 3 to 4 SCRs triggered, okay, as per our requirement of the frequency. Okay, so during one positive half cycle of input, we have to trigger the 3 SCRs or 4 SCRs or 5 SCRs as per the requirement of the output frequency. So during positive half cycle, there is no zero interruption in the half cycles. Okay, so that's why the SCR will not become off naturally. So we need to make the SCR off forcefully. So force commutation is used. That's in the step up cyclo converter. Okay, this is the one applications of the chopper. So up to this point we discussed about the basics of power electronic converter. So power electronic converter is the converter which converts the one form of power into the another form of power, or one form of energy into the another form of energy. So on the basis of power conversion, it is classified into 4 converter, that is AC to AC converter, AC to DC converter, DC to AC converter, and DC to DC converter. DC to DC converter means input is also DC, output is also DC. DC to AC converter means input is DC, output is AC. AC to AC converter, that means we have a fixed AC and we are getting the variable frequency, variable voltage type AC source. Okay, so these are the classification based on the which type of power conversion is there. Now we talk about the one application of the converter. So this is the one applications of DC to DC converter, that is the chopper. Okay, so the speed control of slip ring induction motor using chopper. Okay, so chopper is a DC to DC converter. Okay, so now what happens here is the induction motor. Okay, so we are controlling the speed of this motor using this circuit. Okay, so How can we control the speed? Generally what we are doing in induction motor, we can control the speed by stator voltage control, or we can say that the rotor voltage control. Okay, so on both sides we can control the speed of motor. Okay, so one control is just by changing the stator voltage, and here is this circuit is for changing the resistance of